How's my weekend going so far? Can you ask me tomorrow?
Peter Hickman here, currently in third place. You'd expect him to advance on his FHO Racing BMW. Remember, the top 6 spaces get you through to Q2.
So it's always a really hard adjustment coming back from the Isle of Man TT to particularly Knockhill.
I always try and arrive at the circuit with a good outlook and positive attitude, and the same points available to win here as there is in every other round.
There's Josh Brookes, number 25 on the FHO Racing BMW.
Yep, Brookes had a happy Isle of Man TT, didn't win a race and didn't expect to do, but said he really enjoyed it, but was happy getting back to some short circuit racing. Had a brilliant start to the season on that FHO BMW.
So you got to come here with the expectation to be able to fight, push on for the wins.
Yeah, we basically come back from the biggest circuit in the world to the smallest, and the one with no rest. It's super technical, 9 corners in only a mile, or 1.2 mile I think it is. It's fast and frantic, and I'm struggling a bit, to be totally honest.
We're riding bikes that are far too big for the circuit, or the circuit's far too small for the bikes we're on. It just grinds you down.
And I can't necessarily put my finger on exactly why. I know what the bike is and isn't doing, however, it's not enough for it to not put me where I feel I should be. And I struggled here last year as well, maybe with the same sort of problem, I don't know, but it's just a bit frustrating, to be honest.
We tried a lot of things this weekend, nothing like big revolutionary changes, but just like regular changes throughout each session, trying to find direction and find an improvement and be more competitive. And so far there hasn't really been any like major progress. We've made little improvements like in one area, but then losing another. Everybody's trying really hard, and then when I get the chance to ride, I'm trying my hardest, of course.
Our team's doing everything they can. I'm doing everything I can. And we're talking about tiny little bits. Half a second yesterday would have put me from 19th to 5th. 2 tenths was something like 8 places. Like a small amount is a massive amount of places. But I've been fast here in the past.
As we look back here at Peter Hickman, a miserable weekend in Scotland for Hickey.
For a man who's gone quite well here before.
Yeah, this isn't the Peter Hickman we know.
No, it's not.
I know I can do it, and I know the bike's capable of doing it, just for whatever reason at the minute it's not happening, and that's sometimes the way racing is. Just got to keep your chin up, keep plugging away and doing what we can.
It's been a generally good weekend for the girls. Denise had a little slip off and then got hit by another rider that crashed behind her. She was lucky in the respect that she didn't get hurt, but her bike was a bit damaged. 2 of the girls have never been here before. That's Denise and Jamie, and they're going really well.
I've never been here before, so obviously I had to learn the track on Friday in practice. We only got 20 minutes.
It was first time for me in this track, first time in Scotland. So it was a bit difficult to learn the track because we had just 1 practice for learn, and also in the qualifying I'm crashed after 3 laps, so was not the best start of the weekend, but I think we can improve and do lots of better after in the race.
And then qualifying was a bit of a nightmare really. Got red flagged 3 times, so I really struggled to get into a rhythm. And then yesterday's race, started 21st, I finished 15th. That was my goal, just really to get into the points for this race. Obviously it's not where I want to be. I want to be like in that front group fighting for the win, but other than that I'm happy. But I'm hoping for some top 10s a bit later.
Hi, my name's Holly Harris. I race in Junior Supersport as number 51. Been a good weekend. I missed last round due to an injury, so it's my first weekend back. The first 2 years I've been riding it's been on a different bike. I've been doing British Talent Cup and it was my favourite track then, and I think even coming here now, although I've only done 2 tracks, Silverstone National and Knockhill, this one has been my favourite, even though I might have not been doing as well, but I just enjoy it a lot more.
What it is with this role is it's brand new. It's not happened before. There's not been a woman mentor a group of young female racers. So for me, I'm learning how to develop this role so that they can be supported in the right ways.
This weekend's going a lot better than the last round. We're getting a bit of help with the bike setup now, so I'm feeling a lot more comfortable on it. It's taken a bit of getting used to, because it's feeling how it's supposed to be feeling.
I've raced myself for a long time. I've therefore got experience, and I've experienced all the highs and the lows. So the point is that I try and help them to avoid some of the pitfalls, and also I know how they're feeling, what they're going through, and I want to be there to support them.
The travel walks are good because we gain quite a bit of like knowledge from other riders and stuff, so it just gives you a bit of like a head start. When you go into free practice, you sort of could use what they're saying and it helps you a bit.
It's really exciting. Seeing more girls in the sport is something that I've wanted for an awfully long time, because I've been competing for nearly 30 years now, and I wanted to see this, for it to equal out a little bit more and to have more women in the sport. And it's been a real slow burner. It's a tough sport for anyone. And maybe you just have to be that little bit more resilient, more determined, want it that bit more if you're female. It sounds like a cliche, the whole happy rider, fast rider, you've got to enjoy it. But ultimately, that is massively important.
Maria's good because she's sort of like, she's basically here to like get stuff done for us. She's also like good as like a bit of moral support as well. So if you ever need anything, like, or if you need to talk to anyone, like you always know you can go to Maria and she's gonna either sort something or she'll help you, or even if you just need a chat, she's good.
You know, I'm quite repetitive with a lot of that stuff, but it will help them in their racing. Faye's helping them, and they're on this massive learning curve. And again, I want to help with as many elements of that as I can. Having 5 girls does mean there's not enough time. And again, I'm still learning. They're all individual, you know, what are their individual needs? But a big thing is enjoyment, confidence, and going away with a smile on your face, making sure they've found positives in every weekend.